Under the new rules, which the head of the region Attilio Fontana announced on Saturday evening, prohibit sports and exercise outside, even in private. Also banned the use of vending machines. Asked to cease all operations except for the main supply chains. Work on all construction sites, except hospitals, roads and railways will be terminated. For such steps the Italian government has decided to resort once in the country on Saturday from the coronavirus died nearly 800 people and the death toll for last month was 825 is the highest in the world. On Saturday, the Prime Minister of Italy, Giuseppe Conte ordered the closure of all businesses in the country that are not necessary, but the criteria for such necessity did not elaborate. During a television address to the nation he described the current situation as the greatest crisis in the post-war period and declared, "We will slow down the productive engine of the country, but don't stop him." The Ministry of Health of Spain reported that the country recorded 1,326 confirmed cases of death from COVID-19, second in Europe after Italy. The government imposed quarantine restrictions for 46 million people. People are allowed to leave home only for work in key industries, such as food, for medical reasons or for walking the dog. The Prime Minister of Britain, Boris Johnson, has warned that the National Health Service cannot cope with the influx of patients, if not to take measures for slowing down accelerated the spread of the coronavirus. He urged people to join the heroic and collective national effort and follow the advice regarding social distancing. The Minister of Agriculture and Tourism of Scotland, Fergus Ewing, called on the inhabitants of other regions of the country not to travel to the Scottish Highlands, after people from all over Britain began to flee their homes from the coronavirus. The Minister of Health of France, Olivier Véran, has criticised those who violate the rules of social distancing, calling them dangerous and irresponsible. In France, the coronavirus has infected more than 12,500, and the number of deaths as of Saturday amounted to 562. The governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, sentenced young people who, according to him, ignore orders not to gather in groups. He said he plans to visit the park to see firsthand the situation there. Meanwhile, in Australia, Prime Minister Scott Morrison warned that the country can impose strict quarantine after the spread photos and videos of people who ignore advice on social distancing and resting on the beach.